Good afternoon. It is noon on Friday, September 9th. My name is Shayla Hogan. I'm doing broadcasts from my Facebook page, my blog Facebook page, every Friday at noon as a way to hear myself talk about things that I am interested in. So I don't even know how many times I've done this at this point. I know I've been doing it since July. And I kind of enjoy it because I get to think about a lot about the things that I want to talk about ahead of time. And usually I'm sharing things that I've just written a post on. So today's post is on perfectionism. If you care to check out my blog, it's shaylavee, SHALAVEE.com. You probably already know that. And I write a lot about reflections of my life. I'm enjoying a lot of self-development. I also sort of lifestyle oriented. I do art and have kids and have fun, or I try to have fun. I think the idea is to have fun with what you do on your blog, or you're not doing it right, I think. So today's subject is perfectionism. It's a big one. It's a really big one for a lot of people, and I had the good fortune to have been reading Brene Brown's Daring Greatly book. And right there, all in that book, is everything you'd ever want to know about perfectionism. And that's what really got me thinking. I had an episode this past July where I spoke about this a couple videos ago, where I all of a sudden my brain was really busy and I was all up in a should storm, is what I called it. I should be doing this, I should be doing that, why am I can't do it, I don't have enough. And I went, stop. What is this? And what it is, or what it was, after I sat with it for a while and just was quiet and listened, was me trying to do lots of different things, or doing whatever to make other people like me in a certain way. I was busy running on a wheel that had nowhere to go, because all I wanted was someone's approval that I would never even know if I had or not. And I could feel that it wasn't right. And that was a perfect example of what perfectionism is about. So in my notes here, lots of people are busy all the time. The cult of busyness she talks about, because we are what we accomplish, but at the very bottom of it is we are what we do. Let's see. Perfectionism has never led us to our greatest achievements. The greatest things we've ever done have had nothing to do with what other people thought of us. So here, let me go ahead and quickly read to you her definition. After all of her research, Brene Brown is a well-known, well-spoken psychologist, and has done research on all this stuff, and this is great stuff. Only one page, not even. Perfectionism is a self-destructive and addictive belief system that fuels this primary thought. If I look perfect and do everything perfectly, I can avoid or minimize the painful feelings of shame, judgment, and blame. Perfectionism is self-destructive simply because perfectionism doesn't exist. It's an unattainable goal. Perfectionism is more about perception than internal motivation, and there's no way to control perception, no matter how much time and energy we spend trying. Perfectionism is addictive because when we invariably do experience shame, judgment, and blame, we often believe it's because we weren't perfect enough. Rather than questioning the faulty logic of perfectionism, we become even more entrenched in our quest to look and do everything just right. Perfectionism actually sets us up to feel shame, judgment, and blame, which then leads to even more shame and self-blame. It's my fault. I'm feeling this way because I'm not good enough. That stuff's powerful stuff right there. That gets me, because I think it is so ingrained in the way that we live and do what we do. We're not even aware. It's like an autopilot running underneath what we do. We have been so trained, especially as young women, as little girls to young women to adult women, to achieve and strive for approval, we no longer have an idea about what it feels like, what it means to be doing something for our own self-approval. That's scary to me, and that we need to be aware of this, that this is going on, so that we can switch it back over. Because as long as we're trying to get somebody else's approval that we'll never be able to get, because we can't even talk to these like made up people that we're trying to be perfect for, we're always going to be miserable. We're going to be anxious. All right, so here's the difference. All right. Healthy achievements versus perfectionism. Healthy achievements. It's me focused. It's self-focused. It's striving for my own excellence, as opposed to other focused. That's the perfectionism. To see me through other people's eyes. So I'm seeing myself as I think I see other people seeing me. And I'm never good enough. And I'm other focused, seeing through unknown people's eyes. Or maybe it's somebody that you know, but you still can never see what they're seeing. So other focused, and I'm trying to impress others, get achievement recognition. And then I'm looking to protect and minimize the pain of the blame or the criticism or the mistakes or the shame that will be caused if I don't do something right. Whereas if I'm healthy and doing my healthy achievement thing, I'm trusting my own connections, my own abilities to keep myself safe. So I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting myself that I won't screw up so bad that no one will like me anymore. I'm trusting myself that maybe I have a little bit of competence and a little bit of confidence to do life, and that my floors don't have to be clean. My kids, can mess up, and I'm not going to freak out because somebody's going to shun us and like kick us out of the neighborhood or something. And so the healthy achievement, self-focused, self-reliant, self-efficient, resilient, the things that make you like a pioneer woman, the things that you rely on yourself to do, as opposed to always never knowing if other people are going to approve you, trying to be perfect for the unknown gratification of other people's approval, and then you're always afraid of being rejected, you're always afraid of being criticized or shamed, outcast. And so you're also afraid of of being isolated, and which causes anxiety in societies. It causes anxiety in people in their families, when they get shamed in their families. People shut down and they don't want to talk anymore. Melissa. And they shut down, they deflect, and they numb. And so you have people who have anxieties because they're afraid of doing something to be disconnected, except for that then they go and do something that disconnects them. This book, it's a little bit heady in some parts, but I'm thinking that there's other ways to get her messages. I think in my post today, there is two links to some things that her TED Talk on vulnerability, and the trust, something else that she did with Oprah on the Soul Sessions. I love to see her talk, and I really needed to read this book. All right, so the last coolest part that I learned about perfectionism, Kylie. Hi, Kylie. Yay! Combating perfectionism, the foils of perfectionism. And I don't think she even wrote this necessarily in her book, but I was like, yeah, I need to call this stuff. First thing that you can do to combat perfectionism is to just figure out how you can be good enough. Perfectionism is the enemy of done. Sometimes you just need to be done. I'm actually really good at that. I don't know if you've been seeing any of my artwork recently, but I was doing a whole week of pastels, and I would do, and I would never erase, and I'd be like, yeah, that's just the way it is, and then it was good enough. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I was like, I did it. All I need to know is that I did it. I've just achieved it. It didn't have to be perfect. It was done. And after 7 days, I'd achieved 7 pastel drawings that were good enough. That's an entire collection of things. And you know what? Good enough was really cool. So good enough is definitely one way to foil the perfectionism, if you can let something go. I can remember days when I used to be so worried about everything, and my anxiety would be so high. And I remember painting this dining room that I'm sitting in, and there was a little spot on the woodwork. And I was so upset. I was like, oh, that's not... There's a curtain in front of it. There's a chair in front of it now. What the heck was that? And how come I remember that? How come I remember being obsessed about it? Oh, by the way, my cats are now scratching at the wall, the grass paper on the walls. They're totally wrecked it. So I have to pull that off. I'll talk about not perfect. Let's see. Some stuff needs to be good enough, like the laundry, for instance. I wanted to give a couple more examples. Like the laundry, I mix my laundry. I mix my whites and my colors. Forget it. I don't have enough time for that stuff. As a mother, I don't have enough time to be perfect. And how about this? A sloppy note to a friend. The sloppy note to a friend is better than no note at all. That's my feeling. If you ripped off a piece of paper and it was ragged on the top, and you wrote that note and you stuck it in an envelope and your friend got it, she'd be really happy that you scrawled it on a ripped up note. All right, so that was number one, perfectionism combat tool was good enough. And number 2, wait for it, creativity. Creativity. So it turns out that creativity and perfectionism cannot exist in you at the same exact time. Why is this? Because perfectionism is about being perfect. It's about other people's approval. And creativity is about you finding out what you're capable of. It's about you being interested in your own imagination and what you can achieve. They cannot exist in you at the same time. So, being brave is being creative. Being human is being creative. Being imperfect. Uh-oh. All right, we're still live, but I don't have my feed here. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.